Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to some more RuneScape. So unfortunately, I've not really had a lot of time to record. I have this big plan where I really want to record ahead as much as I can because I'm leaving on the 16th of June for a vacation where I'm leaving for like well over 2 weeks. And I want to have like a lot of stuff recorded in bulk, but I'm struggling finding the time. So I'm gonna see whether I can keep up the current schedule. I might do a bit of a post talking about like a reduced uploading schedule for a short duration for like a couple of weeks, so I can at least have consistently still going out. But I might have to reduce the amount of videos by a bit because daily videos, like it's just it's pretty much like a second job, and like I enjoy doing it. It's really fun, but finding the time can be a bit challenging on occasion. So there's actually a perfect question here in the clan chat. I'm being asked, what are you grinding, EK? Well, I was gonna grind Herblore. The initial plan was to do Herblore, but I was looking at Herblore and I don't want to use guides and stuff, so I'm looking at this list right now, and I see to make a potion you first need to clean a grimy herb, then combine it with a vial of water to make an unfinished potion. You can then add secondary ingredients to complete the potion. Sounds simple enough. But the problem is that I am not quite sure where exactly I get these things. So I'm looking at the map right now, and I was expecting them to pop up kind of similar to how the trees and the ores and stuff, how they pop up. But I think, and I might be wrong here, but I think they are not in this list. Now I can probably talk to this guy here and maybe he has some more information for me, which is something I should do. I only traded him and I couldn't buy the leaves from him. I could buy the vials from him, but not the leaves. I'm assuming I have to, manually go get the leaves. And maybe if I actually talk to him as opposed to just trading, then I can ask him like, hey, where do I get the leaves? But I really want to go do Slayer anyway. So we're gonna do Slayer today, as the video title will probably suggest. And there is a Slayer, what do you call it? Slayer trainer, Slayer tutor task, Slayer master. I haven't talked to this guy yet, but some viewers did of course show me this on the video where we stepped into member for the first time, but I haven't yet returned here, so today I wanted to do that. So let's see. First, let's just talk to him. Hello, and what are you after then? So who are you? I'm one of the elite Slayer masters. What's a Slayer? Oh dear, what did I teach you in school? Well, useless stuff. Well, I suppose I'll have to educate you then. A Slayer is someone who is trained to fight specific creatures. They know these creatures' every weakness and strength. As you can guess, it makes killing them a lot easier. Wow. Sounds useless to me. No, it sounds extremely useful. Wow, can you teach me? Well, I'm not so sure. Please? Oh, okay, then you twisted my arm. You'll have to train against specific groups of creatures. Okay, what's first? We'll start you off hunting spiders. You need to kill 18 of them. You'll also need this enchanted gem. It allows Slayer masters like myself to contact you and update you on your progress. Don't worry if you lose it, you can buy another one from any Slayer master. Got any tips for me? Spiders are often poisonous, and many varieties are camouflaged too. Great, thanks. So, let's click Slayer and have a bit of a chat about it. So first of all, Slayer is a skill that lets you fight increasingly dangerous and lucrative monsters. Some monsters can only be fought if you have a high enough Slayer level. So does this mean that there's a lot of mobs out in the world that I simply would not be able to engage in combat with until I've reached the Slayer requirement? Because they, it's kind of like I have to know their weakness, I have to know like their battle strategies and stuff in order to be able to fight them, otherwise I just wouldn't be able to engage with them. To get started with Slayer, you'll first need a Slayer task, which can be obtained from a Slayer master. You can then kill the assigned target to get Slayer experience, which we have just started. Once you've completed 5 tasks, you can start earning reward points, which can be used to skip or block tasks you don't want, or purchase various items and benefits like extended tasks. So you can kind of like fine-tune which tasks you prefer doing, I suppose. Let's look at monsters. So, at level 5, we'll get Crawling Hands. The spiders are not actually in this list right now. I'm assuming these are not the only things you're going to be able to kill. I'm assuming there's going to be other things as well, but these things have specific level requirements in to be able to kill in the first place. There is equipment as well. There is actually quite some stuff here, which I'll definitely look into a bit, once I get a bit more experience with how this works. And then Slayer Masters. So every Slayer Master is accessible from level 1, well, level 1 Slayer, except for Shiloh Village Master. But they do have combat level requirements. And we are now in Berthorpe, so we have level 3 combat. So this is like the starter place. So we could just run here straight away from level 1 pretty much and just immediately go and grab whatever we want to grab. Because you start level 3, right, in this game? I think it's at level 3. I think so. Yeah, okay. So it's talking about spiders. Now, can I also do more with this guy? Like I can trade him. And what does he sell? So he sells lots of gear, actually. Like earmuffs and face mask and rock hammer. Are these things required for specific monsters like Slayer gloves? Especially good against diseased arachnids. Wait, that's what we want. Hold on. Isn't that exactly what we want? Because we're talking about spiders, right? So do they give me like a poison reduction kind of thing? Poison resistance or something? But the thing is, I also want to do herb law with this because I saw a potion in here, which is the anti-poison potion, which is a Marintil and ground unicorn horn combination, which I don't know exactly how I'm going to farm that. I think there's unicorns right outside of Varrock at the mining area. But I would love to be able to combine these things a little bit, because then we can combine leveling these things, you know, and like they can work together, because I think that's how you're meant to play this game, right? You know, you're meant to combine these skills together. You know, I just stopped mid-sentence there because I heard like a big booming noise outside somewhere. I don't know what happened, but I think someone did, like someone dropped something very heavy or something, because there was like this big boom outside. I'm like, wait a second, what is going on? Anyway, I wanted, before I got distracted, to look at Slayer, because these gloves, can I use them? Slayer gloves, no, level 42. Okay, so that's not something I can use. Okay, well first I think we'll just go like super standards. We'll just go and find these spiders. Now I know there's spiders in early levels, but I'm assuming like it's a bit unclear. Like what spiders are we talking about? Like, do they need to be like a certain level? Do they need to be? Hold on, can I talk to him again with like the assignments tab? Is there more information? Assignment. Let's see. You're still hunting spiders. You have 18 to go. So what spiders are we talking about? Like, can I just go ahead and can I just go kill spiders in front of Lumbridge? And would that do the job? Because he doesn't specify like specific spiders, right? So, you know what? I'm just going to go verify. I mean, it's not, you know, I'm thinking as if this is a high level skill right now, but obviously it's a level 1 skill. And I might be high level, but, you know, not everyone who does this is high level. Well, you know, I'm not high level, but I'm relatively high level to the Lumbridge spiders, which is what I'm trying to say. But I guess I need to think of it like, you know, it's a level 1 skill. So it's something that someone could do as a first thing, which is also why I think most people use it to level alongside their combat. Because, you know, you might as well, if you're killing things anyway, level the combat and slay it together. And I believe there are spiders here. There are indeed spiders here. So if I kill one of these, which I probably just completely one-tap. Well, actually, I guess we didn't one-tap, but that's fine. Do we get like a pop-up or something? Something saying like, hey, we are 1 kill. Oh, there we go. Slayer, 5 experience. Okay. So I reckon what this means is we just go and kill... Oh, never mind. It's up here. Spiders. 17 left. Okay. So we get Slayer experience as well from this, as well as the task itself. So I guess you level in 2 ways. Like you get like bulk experience from the task or something. And also you get it through the individual kills, unless you only get them when you're on the task at hand. Anyway, I'm gonna kill 15 more spiders and I'll be back. Oh, by the way, a quick game suggestion for anyone who likes ARPGs. So, you know, like Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, those kinds of games. I was looking through Steam the other day, and I needed the game to play during the night. You know, like during the night, I would love to record a bit more, but you know, my girlfriend often is sleeping in the room next to me, and you know, she has to wake up very early because she's you know, she works in like caretaking, you know, like a nurse kind of role, which means that she has to wake up at like 6, and obviously, like, you know, I don't mind going to bed a bit early, but going to bed at like 9:30 is just not my thing. Still level 2. Great. So yeah, you know, I would love to record at those times, but you know, I can't just be sitting here talking loudly while she's in the next room, so I can't really do that. Oh, you've completed your task. You killed 18 spiders. You gained 90 experience. You completed 1 task. You'll need 4 more before you start receiving Slayer points to return to a Slayer Master. Okay, so I'll see if there's a Slayer Master somewhere closer. I reckon there's not, so I'll just walk back over to Tavali. But I wanted to talk about that game because I need a game that I can play that doesn't require me to do any like talking, and I didn't really have a game that I really wanted to play. So I was looking through my Steam list and I found the wait, hold on. Was it called Slorm? Yeah, the Slormancer. Wow. For some reason I just couldn't remember the actual name. So, it was like 9:30, 10-ish when I downloaded the game. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just play for like an hour or something. I'll just have a bit of fun because I do enjoy those kind of games. I played for 4 hours. I was just completely absorbed by that game. And then today during work, I had a break and I'm like, let me play a little bit more. Because my God, was it addicting. It is like it's like a relatively simplistic ARPG, but it has a lot of depth in its upgrading systems, and it's got like this amazing dopamine-fueled upgrade system where like everything is upgradable, and you upgrade your skills and your gear, and you've got passives to upgrade, and like, oh my God, is it like just beautiful. And it's only 20 euros. So if you want something that is just mindlessly grinding, it's WASD controls as well, by the way, so you can click to move, but you don't have to. It's very smooth, it's got a beautiful art style, and yeah, just wanted to do a quick shout out in case you're looking for a fun game to play. The Slormancer is just absolutely incredible. I'm 10 hours in right now because I really wanted to play that. It's it's been great. Also, Slayer is a fun way to train combat. Also, hi YouTube. Hello. YouTube says hi back to you. Anyway, that's enough rambling about a different game. Let me hop back over to the Slayer Master, and then I'll see you guys over there. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a Slayer Master in Draenor, actually. Wait, is there one closer as well? Hold on, if I go... Where was Slayer again? It's over here. No, just Draenor. Okay, and is the one in Varrock, maybe? If I zoom out a little bit. Oh, there's one up here as well. Oh, okay. That's beautiful. Okay, I'll go to the one in Draenor then. I mean, to be fair, I could have just clicked this skill and then looked at Slayer Masters, and I could have seen like an entire list, I guess. Oh, by the way, I also did a bit of leveling on the agility. I'm level 16.5 right now. It's one of those things that I, if I have like a little bit of time where I need to just, kill some time on my phone or something, I can do this. Also, my OnePlus 9 Pro was completely dying on me. Like the battery was just getting complete shit, like absolutely terrible. So I bought myself an S25 Ultra with like a really good deal. Like normally I don't really like buying like, the newest model, which, is just like way overpriced, but the deal was too good. The deal was incredibly good. Like it was pretty much the same price as the S24 with the deal I had. So, I was like, well, might as well commit at that point. But now I can play RuneScape 3. Oh, no, RuneScape 3, sorry. OSRS. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the dangerous RuneScape 3 words there. But yeah, I can play OSRS beautifully now. And the battery is just like absolutely amazing. So I can grind hardcore, which is, what you guys expect of me, of course. I've only recently moved in and I'm still getting unpacked. Could you come back later? Wait, is this not the Slayer Master? Hold on. Where? What? Did I? What? Wait, Slayer. Wait, I think this was still on, actually. So, it is... Draenor Village after a Porcine of Interest. Oh! Ah! So... Porcine of Interest. Is that a quest I can do? I can start this quest by reading the notice board in Draenor Village Market. You know what? I'll do it. It's fine. A Porcine of Interest. There we go. It'll probably give me like Slayer experience as well because it's coming from a Slayer Master. So, you know what? Change your plans. Not just mindlessly leveling. We'll do a quest today. It's very short. So, should not be a problem. So it's this notice board, I guess? You search through the notice board. Damaged roof tiles for sale. Come on down to Bob's Axis. Contributions welcomed to Ned's new window fund. Beautiful. Wait a minute, what's this? Keen fighter sought to deal with troublesome monster. Reward offered. Speak to Sarah at the South Falador farm for detail. This could be worth looking into. Start a Porcine of Interest quest? Sure. Right, let's go and see what Sarah has in mind. See, this is really how I love approaching this game, and I think from what I understand, you guys agree that the most fun way to approach this game is just naturally like explore the world, like look into a new skill, like in this case run into a quest that I supposedly need to do to be able to talk to this guy. So I'm like, you know what, I meet requirements, I'll go do the quest. And I think that's the best way to explore this world. So, you know, very slowly, you know, like we'll be led all over the world because the quests will bring us everywhere. And like, as long as I can spend some time, like having like small skilling bits or skilling videos, like, you know, just pieced in there, I think that's the best way to do this. And then maybe at some point I can even cover sailing because that's confirmed, right? I think it's confirmed. Okay. Oh, also, do I have agility levels for this stuff? Okay, no, it's 42. I should really check out some of these things because I haven't used them yet. And I don't know if they also give me experience. I reckon they don't, right? Because it's probably like the reward for getting it. It's not, you know, a leveling method. But we need to go to... what was it? South Falador, I believe? I found a note on the notice board in Draenor Village. It was offering a reward for the slaying of a monster that's been troubling the area. I need to speak to Sarah at the farm south of Falador for more information. So the farm south of Falador, Falador's right here, and the farm... would that be this farm? I think that's the only actual farm I see. So, yeah, I'll go over there. Hey, there's onions here! You guys are here! Welcome, thank you for joining me. However, I don't think the NPC is here. Let me actually see what quest line it is under. I could probably do this much easier by searching the quest itself, but now just, you know, I'm committed to scrolling all the way down here. And I'm looking for a yellow quest. Here we go. Okay, so it is a standalone thing, I think, because these are standalone quests. There's so many standalone quests. So many quests to do in this game, guys. This series is going to become so incredibly long, but it's fine. So, I need to speak to Sarah at the farm. There isn't a Sarah here, unless Sarah is around the farm. But hold on. Oh, the South Falador farm. Okay, this is it. Never mind. Never mind. This is the actual farm. This is like a random like farming plot. Okay, so it's fine. I'll run back over there. I'll find Sarah. I'm pretty sure I went there when I was looking for onions way back when. Hey, look, it's a Sarah. Sarah, let me talk to you. Hello, how can I help you? Let's talk about the bounty. Just, you know, straight to business. That's how we do things around here. You know, in some cases, I will talk to an NPC and you know, discuss every single dialogue option. I probably won't do it for every NPC. It's mostly for the NPCs where I find them to be rather interesting, when it's, you know, about lore, when it's about, you know, like much more engaging NPCs. And it's also kind of, you know, when I feel like reading a lot of it. Oh, thanks, Sarah Domin. It's about time someone responded. Something needs to be done. Can you explain what happened? Of course. I was making my monthly delivery to the Sheared Ram in Lumbridge, heading east near the Draenor Village crossroads. Suddenly, out of the trees came a hulking monster. It chased me for a short distance, but luckily Rosie managed to spook it enough to give me a head start. So is Rosie the doggo? Is that Rosie? Sheephound? Sheepdog? Sounds like it must have given you quite a scare. Was it like a goblin or something? It certainly did. I even lost my cart full of farm produce. So, what did the monster look like? I didn't get a very good look at it, I'm afraid. It was getting dark, and as soon as I saw it charging me, I ran. I can still hear the sound though, a horrible grunting, squealing. Is there anything else you wanted? Any tips on finding this thing? Tips? You're supposed to be the professional monster slayer. Although I suppose a good place to start would be checking the area I was attacked. See if you can find the remains of my cart. Oh yes, that could work. Is there anything else you wanted? So, whereabouts were you attacked again? So I remember being somewhere near the crossroads north of Draenor Village. Okay, that's the one that is like close to the manor, I think. Sorry that I'm not much help. It happened so fast, the whole thing is a bit of a blur. That's okay, crossroads north of Draenor. At least I have somewhere to start. And you mentioned Rosie. Who's that? You mentioned that Rosie spooked the monster. Who's that? Oh, that'll be our lady over there by the fire. Okay, so it is the dog. She's such a good dog, always accompanies me on deliveries. You can pet her if you like, she's very friendly. Excellent, best of luck to you. I'll be waiting right here with your reward. Let's also pet Rosie for a moment. There we go. You pet the dog, beautiful. Alright, so she was talking crossroads, which is just up there. So I'll go check out and see if I can find a cart. Ah, here we go. Was this cart always here? Investigate damaged cart. It seems as though the monster was trying to run off with some of Sarah's produce. From the looks of things, it was heading northeast. Alright, so northeast would be in this direction. There are goblins here indeed. Oh, this is the trail thing again. So someone told me that this wasn't the last time, like the one with the Easter event. Someone said like, hey, this is not the last time you'll be following fruit. And I'm not sure if that was a reference to this quest or another one, but you know, it's kind of fun to have these little trails, you know, as long as it's not like a super common thing. Ooh, we have to go into this hole? This strange hole? Does the monster live in here? Hello, monster! This looks like the place. It's a long way down, though. I'll need to tie something onto the edge. Do I need a rope? There's a broken dead tree. Something pretty big must have come running through here to knock this over. Okay, well, first of all, let's read the quest. I spoke to Sarah at the farm. She explained that she was attacked by a charging monster at the crossroads north of Draenor. I found a strange hole at the end of the vegetable trail, but I need to tie a rope onto the edge to lower myself in. Okay, so I was thinking a rope, but the quest confirms it now, and I do know that there's a rope guy. Over here, there's a rope trader, so I'm gonna go over there. Is it porcine, by the way, or a porcine? Or is it like a porcine or something? Actually, I don't even know what this word means. Hold on, let me Google this word. So it's something resembling a pig or pigs. So I'm assuming it is a... I mean, I was assuming it was a pig that attacked him because of the squealing. But I don't know if we have ever seen pigs in this game. So, rope. Buy one rope. Here we go. I don't know how much it was. But, you know, I'm a rich boy. I have 7,000 in my inventories. Do you see that, guys? Do you see how rich I am? Bonds mean nothing to me, you know? I buy bonds like that. If only. Alright, we are back at the hole. You tie the rope tightly around a protruding rock. And now let's climb down into the hole. Let's see what's down here. Oh, safety in numbers. A new music track. We can climb over the blockade. And let's see what's going on. Oh, there's big piles of this stuff. He's been collecting a lot of carrots, although the carrots seem to be still somewhat good. So it has been a short amount of time, because otherwise they would have gone rather bad, I reckon. So there is a skeleton over there that I do want to check out. And of course, you know, I'm not walking on purpose, but I guess it works for ambiance. The skeleton seems fresh. It looks like the bones have been gnawed clean fairly recently. There's also a scrawled note. It's barely readable. This is what I get for exploring uncharted caves. Looks like I'm trapped down here. My entry rope slipped off and now there's nowhere to go but deeper. I think I'd be safer just waiting and praying for rescue. If anyone finds this, get out while you can. Well, that's not exactly reassuring. Oh my god, what is approaching behind me? Is it the pig man? It's the man-bear pig! Well, that's a reference, like a very classic reference. Do you guys remember that man-bear pig? That was a big meme. Nice piggy? Oh, you wanna fight me, bro? Ah, my eyes! Wait, am I blind? Some time passes. I'm on the floor. I've been raped by a pig. Oh no, he's approaching. His big belly is coming. Oh no, he's snorting. Oh, he is circling his prey. I don't know what things he's done to me, but I'm not comfortable with this. Should have had an 18+ rating on this game. Oh, a hunter approaching. Oh, another player. Here to help me out. Well then, what do we have here? So, is this a quest where I'm not the main character? Like, I failed, so someone else is now coming in for the rescue? That's kind of cool. Still breathing, eh? Seems I came just at the right time. We better get you out of here before that thing returns. But I want to slaughter it, because I had like a combat level requirement. What happened? Where am I? That's why it's called safety in numbers, I guess. Alright. That was a very interesting quest. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was expecting me to go and kill the thing. I tried to fight the monster, but was unable to defend against its acid attack. I have awoken dazed inside a house in Draenor village with a woman. I should speak with her. Alright, let's talk to Spira. Spria. Oh, you're awake. Who are you? How did I end up here? My name's Spira. Sorry, Spria. I keep saying Spira. I think that's the world from Final Fantasy X, isn't it? I'm a Slayer Master. You've had a nasty encounter with a Sourhog. A Sourhog? You mean the giant pig monster? Precisely. You're extremely lucky that I found you. Another few hours and you'd been hog chow. Were you responding to Sarah's bounty too? Yes, it sounded like an easy few coins. I thought as much. I found you on the floor of the cave. You must have been knocked unconscious. That thing caught me completely off guard. Normally I can handle myself in the fight, but its spitting attack is pretty fearsome. The beast's saliva is extremely acidic and your eyes are most vulnerable. It'll cause terrible injuries and leave you unable to attack or defend yourself very well. Oh, are we going to need the item from her? Because I think one of the initial Slayer purges you could do were like goggles or something. So how am I supposed to handle that? Luckily, the Slayer skill provides us with an array of useful equipment and techniques for dealing with special foes. In the case of our Sourhog, you'll be needing these. Spria hands you a pair of reinforced goggles. There we go. This eyewear will protect you from the spitting attack, allowing you to fight the monster on equal terms. Most enemies have a weakness too. The Sourhog's thick hide provides excellent protection against slashing and insulates it from a magic damage. You'd best be trying to pierce it with arrows or a stabbing weapon, which I have. Beautiful. Go now, the bounty is all yours to claim. I suggest you recoup your strength and head back to the fight to fight it using your new goggles. If you make it out alive, collect your bounty and then come see me so that we can speak further. So why are you helping me? Well, I suppose I could have left you in there to be eaten. But you know what that would make me? A monster. And as a Slayer Master, that's not really a great look. Besides, my father always taught me that knowledge is worth more than gold. I'm happy to sacrifice a few coins in order to pass my experience on to you. Well, I'm sure you were there to lend a hand. Thank you. Don't mention it. Was there something else? So how did I end up back in Draenor Village? I carried you out and dragged you back here to my house to recover. It really wasn't easy. You're welcome to rest here for as long as you need. And you said you were a Slayer Master. I mean, we kind of already discussed that with the other guy. Can I have another pair of reinforced goggles? Don't need those. And the Sourhog, we already learned about that as well. Okay, cool. Very well, good luck, Slayer. Okay, so we put on the goggles. Let's see what they look like. Oh, we look like we're about to pilot an airplane, don't we? I reckon the rope is still there, right? I don't need to purchase a secondary rope. Probably not. I'm assuming it's still there. So, let's take a look at the Slayer skill again. So this equipment. Goggles are level 1. Okay. I wish I could like have a bit more information as to what these things are. But I guess a part of it is also like just blind exploration. Like even this gear, like, does it tell me what it does? A very sturdy feeling pair of Slayer goggles. Like, it doesn't really explain itself outside the quest. And I feel like it might become a problem later on if you don't know what each item does. You have to just kind of guess what it does. Oh well, it's not a big deal, but... And I'm really curious to explore this, because I know this is a lot of people's favorite skill. So we need to change it to something stabby. We have something stabby. I don't think Spria will be rescuing me this time. If I go in there, I'm fighting this thing to the death. Yes. I mean, I'm assuming 4 lobsters is enough. Like, this quest is way under my level. So I reckon I can just kind of murder him very, very easily. You know? Dragon Slayer was really tough. Oh, by the way, I was very happy with how Dragon Slayer's premiere turned out. I thought it was really fun to do. And was that my first 9 as well, by the way? First 9 on like regular hits? Not quite sure. Maybe I've hit it before. But I really enjoyed, you know, having the chat going on, having people there before the video started, having a chat, you know, having people give me like insight into lots of things like as the video was going on, and not having a timestamp there so I could like kind of hide like, hey, do I get it in one go or don't I get it in one go, like those kind of things. That was really cool, and I'll probably do that more for like big videos. You slice a foot off and place it inside your backpack. Alright, here we go. The foot has been taken. We've gotten the foot. And now we go back. Do we go back over to Sarah? I think we go back over to Sarah, right? So, I was given a pair of reinforced goggles to protect my eyes from the Sourhog's spitting attack. I have managed to defeat the Sourhog. I've cut the Sourhog foot from the body. I should bring it to Sarah and collect my reward. Alright, over to Sarah we go. Oh, by the way, I was wondering, because I talked about a different game, I was actually kind of curious, you know, as you guys all play OSRS, I'm very well aware, what other games do you guys play? I've heard someone mention Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is a game that I would also at some point like to cover on this channel, maybe as like a similar series, but that's something for the future. But do you guys play any other MMOs? Do you guys play any other games in general? Like, what game do you have like thousands of hours in? Like, is there anything outside of OSRS that you're just completely addicted to right now? I'm curious to hear, so, you know, let me know what kind of games you guys are playing, because I'm rather interested to see if they're kind of overlapping with my kind of game. Alright, Sarah. Actually, oh wait, it completed an easy task in the Falador area. Just talking to Sarah, I guess? Oh, there's also something I want to dedicate time to. Oh, every time I play this game, I'm like, okay, there's like 1,700 things I want to go do, but I gotta go pick one. And that's great, but it's also like, oh, I want to do everything, but I don't have the time for everything. That's the problem. So we'll just have to keep the series going for a very long time. So let's talk to Sarah. Talk about the bounty. The monster certainly won't be troubling you from now on, he says with his goggles on. You know, I just imagine, I wish I had goggles here, that I'm just like, the monster will be troubling you. Bam. No more. Like, you know, one of those CSI things. I can't do it, but it's always very cringe, but it's so stereotypical and I love it. Sometimes, you know, that stereotypical, like really cringy stuff, it just works, right? It's just fun. It's just great. Oh, that's fantastic news. I'm so really... Wait, how do I know you're not just saying that to get the bounty? Bam! Slap the foot on the table. How about this as proof? You pull the foot out of your backpack and show it to Sarah. No. Not just like show it. It's more like... Look at my foot. But not my foot. The pig foot. Yes, that certainly looks about right. Indeed, the smell is something quite special. I'll probably just give it to the dog. I'm glad you made it back. Some strange woman in a hood came asking about the job shortly after you left. I didn't really want her back in here. Anyway, thank you so much. Here's your rewards. We get 5,000 coins. Perhaps I should speak with Spria and tell her that the monster's been dealt with. Okay, so the quest itself isn't over. So the reward we've gotten, but the quest itself is not yet over. So I took the sour hog food to Sarah, who gave me the bounty. I should go and speak with Spria at her house in Draenor Village. Beautiful, I'll go back there. I did it! I killed the sour hog and collected the bounty from Sarah. Very impressive, Slayer. I'm glad that the goggles served you well. Although these sour hogs often live in primitive tribes, I fear that where there's one, there's likely to be more to follow. We may have to monitor that lair from time to time to keep their population in check. I mean, there's one in there right now, or there was one in there, but sure, that makes sense. What happens now? I'm awarding you 30 Slayer reward points. You can use points to purchase rewards and upgrades to enhance your effectiveness as a Slayer. You can earn more points by completing tasks assigned by me or one of the other Slayer masters throughout Gielinor. When you start to become adept at slaying, you'll begin to receive tasks that can be especially lucrative, so get training. It's also a good money-making way, by the way, guys. So we get 1 quest point, 1000 Slayer experience, 30 Slayer reward points, and some reinforced goals. By the way, you seem to have a natural talent for killing monsters. Would you like a new Slayer task now? Yeah, sure. Your new task is to kill 25 doggos. 25 doggos. Wait, where do I even find dogs? Are there dogs in the free-to-play world? Is this because he's a cat person? Can I cancel that task? Any tips for me? Dogs are much like wolves. They are pack creatures which will hunt in groups. Thanks. And Slayer level 9. Just like bam, there we go. Didn't even have to level it. So I could now kill crawling hands and cave bugs and almost cave crawlers. Alright, so yeah, I don't know where the dogs are, and I'll have to figure out who let the dogs out. But okay, that was really cool. You know, I'm happy that I got a bit of an introduction into Slayer. I really want to go do this a bit more, so this will definitely be something that is going to be recurring, where I'll, you know, probably do a bit of off-screen stuff, catch you guys up, you know, that kind of system. But I really enjoy doing this, so I'll probably spend a fair amount of time leveling Slayer. It'll probably become one of my favorite skills, I reckon. I'm quite confident in that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.